Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button if you like old wrestling, or if you like WWE in general. What I do here is I book WWE the way I think it should be booked. I go back and redo old storylines, and I watch old shows. So right now what I want to get out of the way is my early booking for WrestleMania 39. And here we go. Night 1 opens up with the women's tag team titles, a triple threat match, Damage Control versus Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Sasha and Naomi. And Alexa Bliss and Asuka are going to win that one. We'll have a triple threat match, Miz versus Ciampa versus Dexter Lumis. The winner gets a U.S. title match in the future. Ciampa turns on the Miz and wins. You'll also find that some of these matches set up other matches. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I'm not sure who's going to win that one yet. This one depends on The Rock's involvement. But next I got the tag titles on the line. It'll either be the Usos versus RK Bro versus Sami Zayn and Solo, or if The Rock gets involved, it'll just be the Usos versus Sami and Solo. Either way it goes, Sami and Solo are walking out with the tag titles. Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title, because they're going to get traded in the draft. Belair wins and she makes it 3-0 at WrestleMania. U.S. title, Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley. KO wins. That's going to set up Ciampa versus KO in the future. And the night 1 main event is Seth Rollins versus Johnny Gargano in the 1-hour Iron Man match, which I've already covered. You can go back and check that out if you haven't listened. Night 2 opens up with Drew McIntyre versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus versus Karrion Kross, and the winner of that match will get an IC title match down the road. Kross is going to win that one. Braun Strowman versus Omos. Braun wins. The women's battle royal, Rhea Ripley is going to win that one. And next, a heel Big E versus Kofi Kingston, and Xavier is going to be the guest referee. Big E is going to win that one. Edge and AJ Styles up next versus the Judgment Day. AJ turns on Edge because it was literally Edge who created the problem, and AJ is getting tired of being beat on, so he's going to turn on Edge, and Judgment Day is going to win that one. The Intercontinental Championship on the line. Gunther defends against Brock Lesnar. And Gunther is going to win that one. I think that would be one of the hardest hitting matches you could ever see. Raw Women's title on the line. Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. Ronda is going to tap for the very first time in her career. And the match placement is going to depend on The Rock's involvement again. If The Rock is involved, you're going to get Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the Universal Championship. I've already covered that in a previous video if you want to go back and check that out. Alright. Cody is going to win, new Universal Champion. Ray versus Dominic. Dominic wins and Ray is retiring. Dominic says the only reason why I turned on you is because I wanted to have a match, and it was the only way that you would give it to me. And then they hug as Eddie's music plays, and later on Dominic is going to turn back face again. And again, the main event of night 2 is going to depend on The Rock's involvement. If The Rock is involved, it's going to be Rock versus Roman. Roman's going to win. If The Rock is not involved, it's going to be a Universal title, Hell in a Cell, Cody Rhodes versus Roman, and Cody is going to win. Cody's still coming.